This playthrough is rated T for teen.
I understand the link in theory, but in action, it feels so strange.
Well, it's like a lot of things. It's always... anything in action is always weird.
I'm thankful to be able to fight, sure, but letting someone else do the work isn't exactly ideal.
Yeah. For a person like yourself or any fighter, that makes sense.
But I suppose that's my problem.
Oh, I guess.
Anyway, keep the help coming, and thanks.
Oh, thank you. You're quite a polite person.
To continuously train and strive higher. That is the path of the martial artist.
Well, yeah, but as a human, you basically have a ceiling you can't bypass.
Even if one cannot move a finger, one mustn't forsake his daily discipline.
Well, how would you be able to do anything with that if your body was broken?
Since it's just you and me, I might as well practice some meditation.
Oh, meditation. Gotcha. I don't know if I could do meditation. Because of living in the Western world too much and all this technology and all this opportunity surrounding me, it'd be hard for me to just... Although there are times where I'll just, like, lay in bed and just, like, stare at the ceiling. So I guess it may be a form of meditation. But still.
Once this is all done and over with, I need to get stronger. Like you.
Like I said, you're human, dude. In Dragon Ball, you're done for.
Believe it or not, it's more mental strength than physical that decides the fight.
No, in Dragon Ball, it's physical strength. If you have a high power level, that's it.
Even if your opponent is twice your size or more, one must stay focused and serene.
Well, yeah, but if he has a bigger power level than you, then there's nothing to do.
From the looks of it, you need more work in that area.
Well, I mean, I need to work in a lot of areas, but I'm not going to do it.
Build a heart of steel. I'll help you.
If I had a heart of steel, I'd die. I'm not the Tin Man, dude.
I must say, teaching you has taught me a few things too.
Well, since I think this takes place after the Resurrection of Frieza arc, but I think it's before the Universal Survival arc. So at this point, but I guess before this game, he's actually got in Super. He now has his own his own school, which apparently the idea of him getting his own academy or training people came about from the Dragon Ball Z Online games, which had to add like hundreds of years of history to the franchise. And one of the big things was Tien creating his own school, which kind of makes sense from a fighter trying to master himself at some point, passing on to others.
For one thing, teaching's a lot harder than I thought.
Oh yeah, it's hard to take the responsibility of shaping one's young mind or anyone to your way of thinking or doing things, because you know there's a weird trust in there, you know.
But now that I know, I can improve.
Tien, always finding ways to improve himself despite the fact that he's... Well, okay, technically, I said before that he's human. I mean, technically he's not human because of his race, but we never see any of his other race or talk about it. But, I mean, he's an Earthling for all intents and purposes, just not human.
Maybe the takeaway is that training's important, but passing knowledge on is essential as well.
Yeah, it needs to. Otherwise, you resolve into chaos or barbarism or whatever you want to call it without the passing of knowledge.
Seems I owe you a debt of gratitude for teaching me this valuable lesson.
Well, I'm glad I could do that.
Chaozu's special. He's like my little brother and my disciple.
Wasn't he like a prince of a nation or something like that? Like, whatever happened to that? Did he just give that up to just follow you around? And of course, the more dirty-minded people think it's more than that, but no, it's like what he says. It's pretty straightforward.
I fought countless battles with Goku and the others, but I'm definitely closest with Chaozu.
Which, that is a weird relationship, I'll admit, overall. But the reason for that is Toriyama is a big fan of pairing people up together. So there's always like each character always has another pair. So Tien, it's Chaozu, you know, and so forth and so on. Whis and Beerus is another good example, but yeah.
Still, as far as being literally linked to someone goes, you're the first.
Yeah, I'm glad, I guess.
I guess that makes us pretty close too. It's even deeper than Chaozu's pond.
That's the same with fusing, doing a fusion dance or whatever it is the gems do from Steven Universe or whatever. Yeah, you can. When you become this close to someone, it's hard to just ignore it or back away.
Life is weird, isn't it?
Life is strange if you want to go a more trademarky route.
They say a fighter's personality shows in one's fists. You're no exception.
If I became a fighter, what personality would my fists have? Would would one fist be joking and the other one be super serious?
You've made your opponents look inward. Changed their lives for the better. Not bad.
Are you talking about like Frieza napping all them?
Of course, that doesn't apply to everyone. It's a remarkable gift, much like Goku's.
Which is weird because Goku just likes fighting and he only kept people alive because he wanted to fight him some more. Goku's like one of those weird characters that it shouldn't work, but it does. But that's just because of the writing and everything.
He did the same for me long ago.
I mean, if you watch that arc, it was technically Jackie Chan who convinced Tien to be, or Master Roshi to become a better man and a fighter, not really Goku. I mean, sure, Goku tested his skill, but it was Roshi who changed his mind about things.
I ended up betraying my master because of that, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Mainly because of Roshi, not Goku, but whatever.
Walk your own path with confidence. You'll do just fine.
True, sometimes you just have to tear away the shackles of a master or whatever and just go your own way. It's my way, the highway.
I've been meaning to ask. How's the life of a martial artist treating you?
Yeah, I would not choose that as a profession, let me tell you.
You've got potential. And you're a hard worker to boot.
I mean, I like to think I'm a hard worker when it comes to work, but when I'm at home, I'm a lazy SOB, let me tell you. I don't want to do anything when I get home. Which is probably why I'm not as productive as I could be.
If you find a master and devote yourself to training, I guarantee you'll go far.
That ain't happening. Nope.
Once you've gotten strong enough, drop by and we'll go a few rounds.
Yeah, you'll forget about me sooner or later.
Maybe Goku's personality is finally starting to rub off on me, but...
Nah, you're the serious one. That's the joke.
I must say, watching you fight gives me goosebumps.
That looks kind of creepy, dude, but I'm glad I could give you a new sense of... teach you about teaching and just a new sense of things, so... yeah, Tien's one of those characters I kind of wish got a little bit more show, but unfortunately he like Yamcha, but even Yamcha sometimes gets more show than Tien does. Tien kind of just disappears, like the Boo arc, like after having that exceptional show in the Cell Saga when he keeps semi-perfect Cell at bay, he just disappears from the group and doesn't. And he makes a brief appearance in the Boo Saga when he avoids the human extinction attack, but then gets killed with the planet blowing up. And then did he even appear at the party when Beer showed up? Maybe. But yeah, but like half the time he just disappears, so but, yeah. Oh well, what can you do? It's Dragon Ball. It's bad about keeping its side characters around, but anyway, thanks for this talk, man. I saw that like Majin Buu girl over there. She seems like a cutie. Let me see what she's up to.
If you need, I can ask Master Roshi to take you in.
Well, I mean, Master Roshi's a good teacher, but I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with all the nudie mags around the house. I want to keep my perviness inside, if you know what I mean.
Give it some thought. It might be worth your time.
We'll think about it, and then I'll just forget about it like a minute later. But thanks for the talk, Tien.